Hello, everybody, and welcome to Somebody's Heroes. We are back with Chaosities. I'm Eric, I'm the Dungeon Master, and for you guys, the question of the day is, what is the meaning of life for your character?
Oh, goddamn you.
Wow.
Wow.
Is hit Vulcan with existentialism? Alright. Okay.
Existential crises everywhere.
After the last episode of Existential Crises, we may as well keep going.
Starting off strong with the existential crises for the episode. Yep.
Oh, this is so good for you guys. I love it.
Okay. Well, shit. Hi, friends. I'm Jojo. I am playing Vulcan Espiritu, and I'm sorry, I blacked out. What's the meaning of life? Okay.
Yes.
The meaning of... Hold on, I'm gonna read the quote. I know exactly what to say. Hang on, wait. I think for Vulcan, hold on. This is from Conan. Yeah, here we go. All right, I got it.
Conan?
For Vulcan, it is to crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women. Is that what you?
Sure.
Is that it
for me?
There. That will be the meaning of life for Vulcan. Is he really that guy? I mean, crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentations of their women. Maybe a version of him does feel that way. I mean,
it probably still exists from your past life.
It's in there. That demon's in there. I think I'm gonna roll with it. We're gonna go with Conan the Barbarian today.
You never fully get rid of a demon. You just learn to live with them.
That's real.
Real life shit there. Hi, I'm Sprinkle. I'll be playing Conrad Shadowhorn. And for his meaning of life, well, as we heard from our last episode, it was either find the woman I fell in love with or kill my dad. So either love issues or daddy issues. Take your pick.
Yeah, why not both? You can have both. You're allowed to do both.
I don't want to.
I'm Jaden. I'm Katie. I play Jaden. And myself, apparently.
Katie.
Jaden's answer to what life means, at the moment, I suppose, would be duty, honor, and country.
Oh.
That's our good little warrior princess.
Yeah, she's kind of whipped.
Hey, we got the bonk stick and we got a whip, so we're just going straight. Chainsaws excite me.
Yeah,
Make it our
good for us. Good for us.
Right. We're exploring ourselves.
Teasing amongst friends.
And I am Jenna Daggers. I play Sauce. The meaning of Sauce's life is friendship and tiny condiment bottles.
Tiny condiment bottles.
Loves tiny condiment bottles. They're so silly and small.
That's true.
Mostly
I'm
friendship.
gonna have to make something like small and obnoxious for you now.
Please do. Stop that.
My brain initially thought, like, oh, you're going to just say tiny condoms. My brain didn't, realize you were still talking. So that's initially where it went. And I just had to share that because that's very random and intrusive.
Intrusive
And
thoughts.
very sauce. And very sauce.
Very sauce. Very fitting. Hi. I guess I'm the last one. I'm Colleen. I play Telissa, and the meaning of life. I don't think she has an answer for that.
She's still figuring out what life is.
Yeah, she doesn't. I mean, I feel like she would have two very different answers. One pre coming into this world, and one coming to this world. But as of right now, she has no clue. She doesn't know.
That's a lot of pre-coming.
Yeah, pre-coming. Yeah, I mean, tiny condoms, pre-coming. That's why the tiny condoms are needed. Is a pre-cum.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
We would need adults here, adults. What you mean, man?
Oh,
Damn it! I
such
am
a
the
thing.
adult.
Good news is this is listed as an explicit podcast. We are good.
Good.
Fuck.
That's usually what happens, yes, in needing for the condoms and becoming dad.
Yeah.
Thank you for the life lesson.
I mean, there's none. There's your life lesson.
Meaning of life, right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Okay. So you guys, we left off with you guys having a camp at night, and Conrad telling and sharing his story. Vulcan shared a little bit of his, and Saul spent yay more friends and more information about more friends. However, we're gonna time jump a day. So, you guys went through. You guys had a very uneventful day the very next day, and corralled up that night. From each of you, I want one thing each of you did on the next night after having another day of travel to rest and recuperate from injuries or whatever. We will go ahead and start with Jenna. So, what did Sauce do that night?
She probably looked for some cool plants to make more potions and stuff like that.
Okay.
Probably sent out one of her sending letters to her best friend, Mystery Link.
Okay.
And probably worked on some friendship bracelets for the group.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, Jenna, you can go ahead and write that letter out in Sauce.
Okay.
And send that to me, and I will send that over to Link. So that he is well updated and well aware of what his best friend is doing. In regards to the plants, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Ooh, that'll be a 25.
Wow. Okay. Was that a 20 on the die, or was that a
19?
Okay, 19 on the die. Okay, cool. So you found 7 of a very rare herb. And I'm going to let you look through the book for very rares, and you're going to pick one that would be appropriate to a plains-like plateau environment.
Cool.
And you will have that to add to your collection. You get 7 of those. Alright. Next up on my list, Jaden, what would you have done the next night?
Oh, goodness. I think, other than maintaining her nightly hobby of maintaining armor and her weapons, she would just, have help set up camp, collected. She's very, dry when it comes to doing things, so it's, gathered up sticks for the campfire and stones, and made sure everything was battened down, and
Okay. So just standard regimental type stuff. Your typical, nothing fancy.
Maybe having heard Vulcan asking about materials, she might have tried to find something interesting, like a rock or something that might take interest.
With as half-hearted as it is, go ahead and do a perception check or use your passive.
I'll roll. Oh, start us off. That's natural 20.
Nice. We got a 19 and a nat 20. We're already off to the great start here, y'all. I love it. I love it. You actually do find a decent-sized rock.
I got a
It's
rock.
not a rock. It's a boulder.
but it looks oval, almost too perfect, but not quite. And it took a little bit of a pull to get it out.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Oval.
All right, I'm
Sounds
done.
like an egg. What do you mean? Sounds like a.
All
What do
right.
you mean?
Next
No,
up,
sounds like a fossil. What are you talking about? We all got our
Sounds
own
like
theories on
Sounds
what
like
it
a
is.
bomb. It's a grenade.
Sauce, you were muted. What did Sauce say?
It sounds like a good friend.
Just draw a face on it, name him Bob. All right.
Jerry, damn it.
Telissa, what would you have done that next night?
I think she's gonna try and distract herself.
Okay.
I think she's gonna look for the materials to make these friendship hats.
All right.
Horny hats.
Go ahead and roll roll perception or survival, whichever one you think would be more appropriate for Telissa.
That is a 17.
17. Okay. So, on a 17, was that perception or survival?
That was perception.
Okay. You do find, because you guys were still headed that northwest. So, you did find a, like some reeds along a riverbank. You guys had crossed the river the that same day, earlier that day. So you walked back a little bit. It wasn't far. It wasn't dangerous. You took Kels with you to make sure, and you had found some reeds and the like cattails type of reeds, and you're able to harvest a good between you and her. You find a good bundle of roughly 70, 71, and you're able to harvest all of those. Kels is there helping you. So you have the strength to carry it back between the two of you. So that's a good bunch of equivalently straws or reeds that you could weave into a basket or something, or a hat. So while Telissa and Kels are away, Conrad, what are you gonna do?
Conrad is going to do what he normally would be doing in most of his downtime, which is going to be the mechanism that Archimedes has designed for his repeating game crossbow. He's going to have an extra one from Archimedes and attempt to recreate and tinker with it, see how he can make it better, make it his own, etc.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me your tinkering check, your tinkerer's tools.
That is a 19.
19. Okay. Fantastic. On that 19, you do find the right release mechanism to purposely break it in two, so that you can get to the insides, like you would unscrew your pen cap or something to get to the inside of your pen. You essentially do that, and now you're able to sit there and study and learn how to take it apart, how to put it back together, that whole thing.
Because Archimedes wouldn't sit there and teach me. He's like, you can have this one, but you got to learn it yourself.
Correct. Archimedes is hey, he's a trigger happy little ass rat. But he did things. He's good. Vulcan.
Yes.
What would you be doing that next night?
That next night, I think Vulcan would finish the binding on his improvised club, which we ironed out earlier. with the help of Sauce.
Fantastic. So, and I had you roll ahead of time. What was your roll for your wood
It
carver?
was 17 plus 2 for proficiency, so 19.
Very nice, very nice. So, you were able to get that all taken care of, and you now have a +1 great club.
Correct.
So, you basically made yourself a katana sized. These were not short sticks, and you didn't trim them down. So you now just have a giant Wonka stick.
Yeah, it is a clear extra foot ahead of probably a baseball bat. I'm trying to remember how long baseball. Yeah, I feel like it's at least 8 to 12 inches longer than maybe a baseball bat might be. It's 5-6 different reeds or whipping sticks from Sauce that have been binded together by the power of friendship.
And glitter.
And glitter, and a key binding component.
Yeah.
I don't know where the glitter came from, but Sauce
You're
had it.
welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay, Sauce, you just said you used glitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, fantastic. Vulcan. I'm probably gonna regret this.
I hope
You-
it's sparkles.
You have a +1 club
Uh-huh.
that when you hit somebody, you cast guiding. It's not guiding bolt, but it's it gives anyone else a +2 to attack them on their next turn.
Oh, if I hit with the club, the next person has a +2 to hit them?
Correct, because you marked them in glitter
And friendship.
and friendship. So I will
Hell
let them.
yeah.
They get an additional +2 to find. They get a +2 to finding them and attacking them.
Okay,
I was gonna say it's basically fairy fire.
It's basically fairy fire.
got it. Does that persist until just the next attack or until next turn?
Let me double check I'm gonna double check the rule for fairy fire real quick. Bear with me
Okay.
one moment. Fairy fire 5e, because I might just tell you do that fucking spell. You know what? That gives advantage. I will say until the beginning of your next turn, because you can't concentrate because you don't know it's actually there. But until the beginning of your next turn, it's a modified version of fairy fire.
Okay,
They
got
have
it.
to. They have to make a dexterity saving throw, or people get advantage on them until the beginning of your next turn.
Okay. All right.
So your concentration is with this fairy fire is just beating the hell out of them more and more and more.
Yeah, good. Is continuing to do it. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Okay.
I understand my mission in this team.
But everyone else has advantage as long as they fail their save and all that jazz.
Oh, I'm gonna be a menace. It's gonna be so fucking funny. Okay.
And that brings
You are
it to
Sir
a
Vulcan bonk bonk.
Vulcan of extra bonk.
Yeah. That's so
Sir
awesome.
bonk?
Please, let's go to a fancy place where I can introduce myself as Vulcan of Extra Bonk.
Sir Vulcan big bonk.
Amazing.
Okay, so that is your great club.
Got it.
It is the great club of extra bonk.
This is going to be the most powerful weapon by the end of this campaign.
It really is.
Vulcan's bonk stick. His legendary item named Vulcan's bonk stick.
Uh-huh.
I feel like you need to add sparkly in there because that's the most important part, you know.
Oh yeah, so you're absolutely right now. I got a sparkly great club right now. That's what it's called. Your sparkly great club.
Sparkly Great Club done.
Never ending.
What sauce? What color glitter did you use?
Whatever Vulcan's favorite color is.
Okay, Vulcan. What is your favorite color?
Well, it would obviously be gold.
Okay, so anyone who you attack is glittering in gold.
Fuck yes.
Because fairy fire lets them glisten with a color, so there you go. They have limitations. I'm not worried about it. I'm worried about Sauce's friendship benefit there. But yeah, so
I was about to say it.
Friends with benefits. I mean, with tiny condoms and pre-coming.
You guys are gonna make me blush.
think?
I have delicate sensibilities. Okay, you guys are making me bashful over here. All right.
I'm actually about to say this. Sauce and Vulcan, you now have a level 2 friendship.
Oh, ooh, we
So
have.
you are friends with benefits.
Hold on, this is like Fire Emblem. We got a little extra heart above our cutscene. Oh, I'm so fucking in. All right.
So with this, Sauce, you already had the ability to technically cast Sending to them whenever you want, once per day. Not only
For
do you
free?
get it twice, Sauce gets this, yes.
Okay.
Sauce, now you can do it twice a day to him,
Yay.
but also you can give him guidance at any distance.
Nice.
You just need to know he needs the help, and you can just be an opposite side of town. You sending to him. He says, "I could use some help," and just be like, "Guidance."
Done.
I am literally overcome by the power of friendship right now.
So, and the closer friendships you have, the more powerful the bond of your friendship will be.
I'm
She does not know what
obsessed.
form that's going to take, and with each person is going to be different. Because you were actively helping him with a project, you bonded further, and now because of that further bond, your bond was in assisting, so now you gain the ability to assist him wherever you may be. Now it's only on your next roll, it's not pure full-on guidance, but it's a D4 guidance on
Sure.
your next roll that you just asked for help on.
Situational ask for help D4. Got it.
Correct. It's a situational asking for help D4. Sauce needs to know you need help in order for her to help you.
Understood.
Okay. I love this power of friendship.
Me too.
There are benefits to your friendships with Sauce.
Oh, this is so nice. Wow. So nice. Stop. I'm a softie. Let me get back to combat. What's happening here? What the fuck? Are you getting me all fucked up? Let's play this game.
So you guys ended up that way, and the next morning, you guys are about a day and a half now from... right now, your closest town is Pyrrus. If you continue for the next day and a half, you will go to Pyrrus. If you go north-northeast at this point, you can cut across and head to Hitero. But that is a choice for you guys as a party to make as you guys are packing up, getting ready to go. Archimedes and Kels do not care because it does not severely affect their time frame with getting anywhere.
All right. I think as we're kind of saddling up and packing up for the day, All right, y'all. So, as far as I can tell, we're about a day and a half out from Pyrrus. As far as I know, I can get us to Pyrrus, and as long as I don't know how to really call too much attention to it, but I'd prefer to be there as low key and as in and out as possible. I wouldn't mind stopping by to check on a friend or two, but full transparency, there's a chance I could get made, you know, and that may add complications, which I'm not scared of nobody, but I want you guys to know that, you know, I have friends and not friends in Pyrrus, or we can cut an extra day and a half out slightly to the west to Hitera, right? I don't know the terrain really. I've never been, so I want to pose that to everybody. I'm not scared, of course, but my problems may become our problems if we're not
You just accept that for me.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't just go one way, Conrad.
Oh, that's my I appreciate that, Conrad. Thank you. We may run into people that share our past.
Well, then we'll figure out if they're good ones or bad ones.
And Sauce, Telissa,
Hello.
Jaden,
Mhm.
what do you say? You want to visit my hometown?
Well, it's your hometown. I feel like we should do what you want.
Yeah. And I'm ready to fuck shit up if we need to.
With friendship.
Yeah, with
Or-
friendship.
Bonk sticks.
I mean, we've already
Whatever.
started this.
Or both. And confuse them.
We've already started this adventure. I'm okay with either direction as long as we all are safe.
All right. I do think that the familiar terrain is an advantage. Right on. Okay, no worries then. Well, everything go. All right, let's do this. How? And he'll kind of, whether it's act or not. I think he's feeling good that he has company. And at least he knows the way in and out pretty easily thanks to his history. GM, how long have I been away from home at this point?
It's only been 6 months.
6 months? Man can change quite a bit in 6 months when he's left to himself. All right on.
I mean, I can give you could wear some of my clothes. I don't know if it would help disguise you
No,
any.
it's okay. Actually, back in the old days, I was kind of well known in some boxing syndicates, and to get in and out of places. Don't worry, I know how to blend into a crowd, right? So don't worry about it. But yeah, I'll let you know if things go sideways. I'll give you the high sign, and that means I've been made. So, but no worries.
Vulcan, can you quickly explain to me what does "you've been made" mean?
Yeah, because you're already standing right there, so I feel like someone already made you.
Yeah. We don't.
Right.
What does it
Okay,
mean?
no. Yeah. When you get made, right, it's like somebody's like they seen to you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they seen to you before. Sometimes you're trying to not draw a lot of attention, but because you're just so charming, right, and you got such presence and aura, they recognize you, and then they're fans or they're not fans, and then you've been made, right?
Sauce, do you get it?
Okay, so you have to see someone, but you've seen them before, and then there's a secret step 3 that I got distracted during, and then the not friendship continues.
Actually,
Or something.
Or the
Yeah, no,
friendship
that's-
continues?
this is
Possibly?
Possibly.
So consider like you're trying
hold up juice.
you're trying to hide from something or
Yeah,
sneak
well-
around.
Yeah, it would just
Somebody
like,
Oh, so you're discovered. You discover someone, right?
yeah.
Okay.
They'll discover me. All right, and if they do, it's likely they won't be too thrilled to see me, and I most likely will not be too thrilled to see them, to be honest.
Okay,
does
so
that mean I
then
can
we'll just
shoot
make
'em?
you undiscoverable?
Yeah. I keep a nondescript hoodie for just such occasions. I just throw the hood up and walk right through most of the time. It's in my pack.
Oh, so that's like what I do, so people don't see the scales and get confused because I look like a cat, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Similar to the cat scales that you had. It's my face, right? That my face is my cat scales. I got a face only a mother could love, I guess. And well, I try to keep, we're gonna be fine. Don't even worry about it. It's a day and a half out. It's all probably blown over anyway. But if you see a poster of me, ignore it. Okay, tight.
Wait, shouldn't we take it?
Yeah, Sauce, we should just rip those posters down if we see them, just very casually. Whoop.
Or we could give you a silly mustache, and then when you come into town, you won't have the silly mustache, and then people will be like, well, that can't possibly be him, because there's no silly mustache.
Or we could draw like a mohawk and like
Or
horns.
we could give you a real silly mustache, and then they similar but very different. They're complete opposite of what it is.
Or maybe
but
we
also
can
the same.
glue Conrad's horns on you with honey. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. I do like this. So number above table, like Vulcan has like a 3-piece braided beard, and he shaves. It's like stubbly, but like he tries to shave his head every so often to keep it short and clean. So a mustache would be a move, and he does have a smooth head. Just glue horns onto him. So yeah, let's see what kind of Frankenstein nightmare disguise we can do.
Yeah.
Okay. So that puts Conrad and Jaden in the front driving this wagon today while the three of you are doing makeover time.
Speaking of, I didn't agree to let my horns be used for this. Thank you very much.
There's still the mustache and a bunch of other stuff they were working on.
For reference, part of I have my entertainer background reskinned for Gladiator.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my vignette, I escape with my disguise kit being a hoodie, to get out.
So,
Wait,
what?
Sauce, I should make the first hat for Vulcan so he can add it to his disguise.
You should. It's an excellent idea.
Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna do either of you have equivalency to disguise self or anything like that spell-wise? No. Fabulous. I love this. This is so you guys. All right, great.
I was going to say, nothing we have is meant for stealth.
Nope, it's all shenanigans and hitting strong.
Shenaniganery.
That's us.
Yeah. We're here for it. We live it. We are
Yes.
frontliners.
Yeah, I have Thieves' Tool proficiency from class, Woodcarver's Kit from Ancestry, from Half Dwarf, and my background as entertainer gave me a disguise kit.
Okay.
So I have literal no one can see me. Hoodie was the move to get out of town, and they still caught me, really. So
It was a terrible disguise, but
I got out of the fight, but I did not escape the city. So
Also, I do have collector's tools, so I can give you great tattoos.
okay, all right. Sounds like we got a working plan. We're on the road.
So
And
to
a
start
hat.
off, the three of you are in the back. Sauce, what is the one thing you are going to do to Vulcan, with Vulcan's permission,
I am your
to
muse.
disguise him?
So similar to Sauce's hair, she's gonna add some fun little braids, but maybe weave some little twigs or something to make them almost like the equivalent of putting a sturdy wire through something, so you could kind of shape it in a silly shape. And also, she'll use some of her hair dye materials that she's discovered throughout, and ask what color if you want any fun colors as well.
Where are you putting the hair color? On my beard?
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't put hair color on your face; you put it on hair.
right. Well, don't
I
forget
mean-
the eyebrows. I don't want to mismatch, right?
Color on his face actually might work, because then they would be like, what's going on there? And
But it also
not-
might burn his face off.
Oh.
Okay, well, I don't love that. How about we?
One time I
Oh.
accidentally got some in my mouth and I was like, and it was really bad, and then my mouth was like kind of like tingly for a little bit, so I figured it might do something similar to your face. So just keep your mouth shut. Which is
Alright,
really
well-
difficult for me, but maybe it's easier for you.
Well,
Don't
maybe,
eat hair dye. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
maybe like, let's just invert it. Let's just flip it, right? So I have black hair. Maybe we just flip it to blonde. You know, you can lighten this, right? Maybe.
Okay. And that's what I will do.
Okay. Hair dye. Sauce. Go ahead and roll for a disguise kit. You're
I
not
have-
proficient in it. No,
I
it's
am.
Sauce who. I know. They're doing it to you though.
You're
That's
using
so
my
good. Okay. Okay. I got an 18 on the die. What do I add to it? Nothing?
Dex, I think.
Go.
Let me see.
Go ahead and do wisdom.
Okay. Then that would be a 22.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, she's very wise. Somehow.
This is a great die job.
It
Disguise?
matches all the thoughts in her head. The wisdom. There you go.
Yeah.
The disguise kit has, check this out so we have it. It's a pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props to help you create disguises that change your physical appearance. Proficiency of this kit lets you add your bonus to any ability checks you make to a visual disguise, which would be for me. Alright, we're good. We got dyes, we got all this stuff, we can do this, alright.
Uh-huh. All right, now you're blonde with blonde eyebrows. We've done very, very well. No danger to you. Had
No
you
danger.
don't let her roll badly. Like under 5, don't let them do that to you.
Okay.
All right, Telissa, you're up next. What is the one thing you are going to do with Vulcan? Well, to Vulcan with his permission.
Telissa's gonna tap on Conrad's shoulders and be like, "Can I use your horns, please?"
Why?
I want to attach them to a hat and give Vulcan a hat so he looks like he's got horns. I'm gonna, as I'm currently like weaving a hat for him, like a reed hat that I've been continuously working on.
Can we do like a battle off of persuasion here? Just for me to persuade her, it's not a good idea. Her to
You can
persuade-
absolutely ask for a persuasion check and insight that shit. Yes.
I would like a persuasion check
So I need to do a persuasion check.
Mm-hmm.
because these are his.
Well, don't worry about it, cause
Depends. Conrad, how did you do on your?
Oh, haven't rolled yet.
Okay. Because
I got-
that matters too.
I got an 8, so you have to do better than an 8, I guess.
And this was insight.
Yeah,
That's an 8.
that's it.
I don't have any pluses.
Incredible.
It's 8 on the die.
So, you're convinced it's a good idea, but you might not be convinced enough to do it. I'm going to leave that fully in Conrad's court. You know it's a good idea to make it look like Vulcan is a different species than he is currently.
I will make her a deal, and this is where I will do a persuasion check.
Okay?
If they can make it look good enough that I can buy it myself, I will allow her to use it, otherwise I'll take it back.
Okay, make that persuasion check.
Which means they have to do good on those fucking rolls for taking my damn points.
No, it's a fair deal.
Because if they lose these things, somebody's getting hurt. Because
I
I was
mean-
going to use these things for the bullets to kill workers with.
The only thing I'm proficient in is an archaeologist's tools. So I don't know if that would include making something.
This is a persuasion, so I have a total.
Right now you're
plus
persuaded.
5, so I have a 19 total.
I'm proficient in the war gong in case that would help anybody in this scenario right now.
Oh,
So what do I need to do back?
Insight.
Insight.
Nat 20.
It was like a 2.
It's a 19 on the die plus 4, so 23.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because I had a plus 5 and I rolled a 14.
So,
Yeah.
perfect. All right. So, Telissa, you know he's being serious about this deal,
Mm-hmm.
but whether you technically take it or not is your choice, but you know he's being serious about this deal and he will take it back. In a fucking heartbeat. He has plans for these.
Okay, maybe I don't. I mean, you're right. It's a good deal, but I don't think I can trust myself to make it look realistic like you buy it. So all right, never mind. I will just continue on with this hat, and maybe I can just continue to make it like we can use the hair dye to dye the horns, make it out of reeds, so it looks more natural. I don't know.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
still sit there and do, my tattooing for him as well. He can get a face tattoo.
Yeah, we have options. It's all right. We don't need to intrude on somebody's personal effects. It's okay.
Or I could do the hat, and we could have Togi sit on your shoulder, and if anyone starts to like get too close and recognize you, you can say like a key word, and Togi can do like a little lightning bolt thingy and distract them, and then we run away.
And Togi just goes and spits a little shock of electricity out of his mouth. Just
Yeah. And then we just run away.
This is the most you've seen out of this little tiny baby, teeny beanie
And
dragon.
here in the background, whoop, 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 whoop. We're all running away.
So, Telissa, you're giving up on that. You're going to work on your hat. Go ahead and give me just a dexterity check to
Okay.
see how your weaving goes for this hat.
That's a 15 on the die plus 2, 17.
Perfect. You're able to get a essentially like a skull cap, or like a little skull cap that he can just put on his head. And Conrad, if you're gonna do your tattoo, then you know that either A, you guys have to stop the cart, or B, someone who is good with animals has to drive.
I mean, I'm not exactly the best with animal.
Hello.
I have a plus 0.
Sauce
Okay.
driving. Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Again,
We're all gonna die. It's okay.
she did fine the last time.
But now I might purposely not know. I'm kidding.
Okay. So Sauce, you're gonna hop up front, let Conrad come back. Fantastic. I need one of the two of you drivers to do a perception, and the other one to do an animal handling with advantage because both of you are up front with reins.
Either a +6 or a +4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good
Yeah.
with both. Let me know.
I'm less good with animals. I got a 2 in that department. My perceptions are on point, though.
22.
I have
22 for
25.
driving, and a 25 on perception.
Natural 19.
Yes! Alright, so on your animal handling, you keep it nice and steady. Conrad, you get advantage on your calligrapher's tools because of how steady this cart is staying.
Bad.
Suck it.
If Saws had gotten below 20, it would have been just bumpy enough you'd have been even, but not gave an advantage for keeping it cool.
Well,
Jaden.
thankfully, thank God for the advantage.
I'm sure. Jaden, you are going to have the ability to be looking around during all of this and see the Griffons are back. However, there are now 8 of them.
Oh man.
The birds, no!
Duck for cover!
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't love that. I don't love
Yeah,
that. No, I don't love it.
I'll turn to to Sauce and be like, I guess keep the horses steady and moving, but our not so friendly friends have returned.
Shit!
The flying kind.
I'm gonna, just let the rest of the group know that also.
Okay.
Birds!
The murder birds are back!
Conrad, you have a choice. You can either tattoo now or tattoo later.
Well, considering I rolled really good.
I mean, out of the corner of your eye, you do see the tank mobilizing again behind you, and just that giant ballista's back, and you see the shitty grin on Archimedes' face. Just,
God damn it! I just got a 23. Later.
You're gonna do it later.
I'm gonna. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna ask Vulcan. You want this now or later, bro?
Well, I think we'll be interrupted, and we still have some time to burn until we get there. I think as he's like freshly dyed blonde, it probably stings. Honestly, I feel like you have to. I've never dyed my hair or anything, but I'm pretty sure you
Supposed
gotta
to
wash
shower.
You're supposed to wash that shit out, right? So I feel like he's kind of like, man, I think I need a break for a minute anyway, and I think we. It stings, and
I'm gonna make you look pretty later.
Yeah, later we got problems, man, problems.
With your perception check of a 25 as well, Jaden, you do notice that up ahead there is. You guys are crossing through a part where it's like a quarter-mile gap between 2 lakes. Well, one's the river, the other one's a lake. It's part of it was part of an old oxbow, an old lake. The river used to run through here. It's now turned into part of an oxbow. But yeah, so you're driving between what was river.
Yeah, so it gets kind of
A little more muddy, yeah.
We'll slow down a little, probably.
But Vulcan, it'd be a good time to jump in some water to wash that hair out.
Oh, yeah. Is there? Hey, is there? We're going through water. Hey, somebody hold my feet! I'm a dick. Somebody hold my feet! I just kind of uncomfortable. It's starting to smell. My eyes are watering. I'm getting stressed out, guys. Just hold my feet. I'm gonna dip my face into this water, and it's just gonna wash right off. Okay? Somebody grab my ass.
Conrad, hold me.
Why don't we just dip a cloth instead of just dumping it and risking him falling?
Well, I don't want to be out there, right?
Sauce, grab the sauce.
I come out with a tiny little bottle of vinegar. Here you go!
I met his ass. Grab the sauce. Even though you're driving.
Yeah, I think I should kind of, focus. I don't know.
I think you should focus on driving.
Yeah, keep the eye on the road.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sauce, these guys are back. You're driving again. Did you have the ability? You know they're there. You have the ability to do something before Archimedes shoots. He's letting you talk first because he knows you did it.
I
But
don't know if I can do this again.
He's got that grin though. He's like,
Hey man, why don't you speed up one of the horses? We don't have to sacrifice one of the horses. I know that scares everybody because we love animals and everything. So why don't you know our inventor, our smart one, our academic guys? Why don't you cast speed on the horses? That way they have a chance to run away, right? Get them in a little extra speed boost and distract them and let's set them free. Actually, we should set the old one free. Let us live the rest of his life free for however long that might be. Let him
All of
be free.
like 20 seconds, it's gonna get eaten.
Better to die free.
Look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna strap Archimedes and his turret to the back end of the old one and send it riding.
That's honestly a good idea.
Sauce.
Yeah.
The one they're calling the old one was the one that was yours that you rode from the Firefalls, and when you were talking to it, it told you it was only like a 2-year-old horse.
Oh,
This isn't an old
yeah.
horse, guys.
Why has he got gray hair?
I have white hair.
I don't know how old you are.
Me neither.
Well, I'm not old.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. No, you look very young for your age, whatever that might be. I don't.
I feel like the word old here is very relative.
Yeah, because if you have mayonnaise that's been around for like 4 years, that's old. But if you have been around for 4 years, that's not old.
But like mayo doesn't turn gray, so like
No, it definitely does.
but it turns gray? Ew.
Can I like extend a slimy appendage to let loose one of the other horses that are not mine or Sauce's?
Yeah, captains.
You can do that. Just remember, no one has seen you do this.
Yes.
No one has seen your ooze nest.
I'm hoping
Yeah,
Sauce
we didn't do the
just-
armadillo.
I'm just hoping that Sauce is just a little distracted. I
do have a
attempt to
passive
do this.
perception of 14. Just a heads up.
All right. Yeah. So
Attempt
off
to be
all of your
sneaky.
passives, she's gonna roll a stealth check against this to make. She doesn't want to be found out.
I do have a -1. Oh,
Lower's not better.
the 4.
Depends on
Yeah,
who
no,
you
I'll-
ask.
All of you see it. All of you see Jaden just extends her arm from the front. Sauce, you absolutely had every chance to see this. You were not going to not see it. She just extends her arm out and unbuckles the reins from one of the 4 horses.
Hey, that's neat.
Mhm.
Whoa, what if we put glitter in it? Would you just be giant and glittery enough? Can I touch it? Is that weird?
No. Yes. Yes, you can touch it.
There was plenty of teasing here.
Sauce, are you going to try and keep all 4 horses safe, or are you going to let this horse run off?
Oh man, love of animals or cool shiny gooey thing.
Distracted her.
Roll off.
Decisions.
This is how you make Sauce make hard choices.
I think I'm gonna let it happen.
Let the horse run.
Yeah.
Okay, so the horse takes off and runs to the far left.
Are we casting the hasty haste on it so it goes faster?
No.
Oh.
Archimedes is too focused on his little Gatling gun that hasn't gone off yet.
That's right.
Run for your lives! Run!
The horse is running, and you just see one of the Griffons, one of the 8, come down, pick this up, give a look of it. It's not the old one, but it turns around, looks at Sauce, and Sauce, if you didn't know any better, you would think it winked at you. but it's a bird-based thing, so you might know better. And it just flies off towards the mountain.
You'll be missed, Butterscotch.
Holding, but fuck, you had to name it. You had to name it now. Butterscotch, who is one of Telissa's horses, off towards the mountain.
Bye, Butterscotch!
And while that's happening,
They traumatized the child.
I mean, she's already traumatized.
Okay, so
Hey,
it's
but-
traumatized.
Butterscotch rhymes with hopscotch. That's definitely something she named it.
Archimedes goes, I got you now. And he fires 3 more ballista bolts. 2 of them hit, 1 misses. No crits this time.
Wait, are they trying to come for all the horses? Why wouldn't they just leave us after they got what they wanted?
There are 8 of them and 6 horses.
So then there's 2 left over for one of us. Well, 2 of us.
And he deals 18 damage, killing the one that he shot the couple of days before.
Nice. Hit him again.
And this griffin just right into the lake, which splashes up enough water that it lands in your wagon. And Vulcan, you can take a reaction to wash your hair.
Shawshank Redemption, get caught by griffin, water, blood, shit. Just
And he does 11 more damage with the second one. He actually hits another one of the younger looking griffins. The old griffin turns around, eyes look straight at Sauce.
I didn't do anything.
Are you messaging or are you just saying it?
I'm messaging. Be like,
Okay.
hey, I didn't do anything. You got food.
Our young got food. I'm still hungry.
Doesn't the early bird get the worm?
I love that you try to fight it. I love that you try to fight it. I love that don't say it.
It's the stress took over and just couldn't.
Full hands to temples like you try to suppress a demon. It's funny as fuck, actually.
And then it didn't work anyway.
Oh, wow, that was funny.
This griffin comes down with 3 of its friends and lands right in front of the horses, who all rear up, and the wagon stops.
I swing on him.
You said 3?
Yes. The other 4 are still flying around.
Excellent. I'm gonna cast Ominous Winds on the 3 of them.
Okay, what's that do?
They have to make charisma saves. And they're birds, right? So they probably are gonna fail it, you know. But if they fail, well, just let's see.
The highest one rolled a 15. Beyond that, it was a 5 and a 4 on the die, making it a 4 and a 3 because they have a -1.
Okay, so my save is a 4. Oh, so if it meets, it beats, right? So Ominous Winds. The 2 that failed, they're gonna roll a d12 and subtract that number rolled from the attack roll or any saving throw for a minute.
Of course.
Mhm.
Of course. Okay. Fantabulous. I love it. Love it. I love when you guys just fuck with people. It's amazing. So they just get hit by this gust of wind, but the leader one, the old one you were talking to.
Okay, now I did something.
Yes. And as payment, we will take the rest of these. As these 2 who you hit, actually all 3 of them, get up and they go to fly and pick up your horses. The 2 that had the negative, one of the ones that had the negative fail because it rolled a nat 1. I don't care what I subtract from it. It's not going to make a difference. The other one who had that fucking D12, he rolled a nat 20.
Ooh, well, it's getting something.
So I now have to subtract a D12 from a nat 20. It is not guaranteed to get shit.
All right, tight.
Because I rolled a fucking 12. So he rolled an 8.
Nice.
And all three of them just come up. They try to pick these horses up, but the horses go back down from rearing up and just start running straight forward because what was in their way is no longer. Those of you in the cart, make a dexterity saving throw to hang on. Aside from that, these griffins are flying, well, technically they're flying right above you as you're being run right under these griffins.
Okay.
At full horse speed.
Man, I'm rolling good today. 16 plus 1, 17.
19
Pass?
plus 2, 21.
You pass.
14.
Okay. Jaden?
Oh, you want me to roll too?
You were on the cart!
I am.
Actually, 16. I don't get a plus 1 on dex. 16.
That's okay.
On dexterity saving throw. Oh! It's an 18.
Fantastic. And Sauce, what did you get?
Oh,
You're like, I'm in the cart. That's right.
for some reason I didn't
Yeah, I was
put to like driving the cart and being in the cart together, which is probably concerning, but here we are.
I did the
So
same
that's
thing.
a 14 on. Wow, I love my dice today. So 14 on dexterity save, so 16.
16. Okay. Conrad, you had a 22, yes?
21.
21. Okay. You're towards the back. Telissa's in the back with you. You get a reaction because Telissa starts to lose her footing and go towards the back. You can grab
Fumble
her
out
right
again?
second. Yes. Are you going to stop her or are you going to let her fall?
Kel saved her. I might as well save her too.
Okay. That's all you needed. You just got the ability to save somebody else because you got over 20. All right, fantastic. So you guys just all 5 of you are still in this cart. Jaden and Saul still have the reins, and these horses are just running full fucking speed.
Mm-hmm.
They are scared. If you want to try and calm them down, it's a handle animal DC 20 for anyone driving. Otherwise, just hold on and let them run. Beyond that, Archimedes taps his horse on the butt, long strider, and go.
Yeah.
They're running full fucking speed too. Since you guys are running, they have control of their horses still. You do not. They see that. You're also technically down a horse. Or up a horse, but you're not configured for 3 horses. You're configured for 2 or 4. So you guys are in a wild horse race with Griffons behind you now.
Am I able to? So, is this free flowing or are we like
Free-flowing.
in
It's free flowing. We're not initiative.
Okay, so what I'm gonna? So here's what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna get my club. I'm gonna get my sparkly great club of friendship, and I haven't used this feature yet, but I'm gonna swing at ye old one, like ye old
Okay.
one. That's haranguing sauce. I want to swing on him.
Okay,
And here's
go
the
for it.
thing. How far physically is this from me?
So, at the moment, he was only like 5 or 10 feet right above you. So with a slight jump, you can hit him. It's not unreasonable to assume.
all right.
This is
so
as you're going under them as the horses are starting to take off. You still had your full balance, so you weren't prone or anything like that.
okay.
So you can still hit them
what-
as you're right under the belly.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit They're 5. You said they're 5 to 10 feet. So I'm gonna. Well,
You
I
just
don't
have
really
to-
need to.
Jump up. Like, it's that hop smack.
So my level 3 feature that I haven't really elaborated on, once on each of your not once on each of your turns, your unarmed strikes and melee weapons made with melee attacks with pugilist weapons have a reach of 30 feet as you send your attacks through rifts in space. So narratively, I'm taking the great club and I'm swinging it so hard that it makes like concussive air as like I full swing. I'm that strong, bro. That's how I am. I am that strong, and I'm
You're
I'm
strong.
casting fuck off, and I'm gonna swing on him with my great club.
Okay.
Which let's see, 15 to hit.
Hits.
Yes. Okay. So if I hit him, my club is a D8. Not awesome. It's a 2. 2 plus 4 is 6 points of bludgeoning, where I will activate the push feature, weapon mastery, to eject them if they're. I want to punt him 45 degrees. Like if you're hitting like a baseball bat, you know, I really want to tag this guy and hit him so hard that, you know, it ejects him 10 feet off our trajectory. And also would have to do a dex save.
Yes. So the DC is going to be Sauce's save DC at this current level. Sauce, what is your current save DC? We can't hear you. You muted.
14.
Okay. So mark that down, Vulcan. It's a save. It's a DC 14 deck saving throw.
Gotcha.
And he rolled only a 13.
Nice. So attacks on the leader will have advantage till next turn, and then as a bonus action, I have the fisticuffs. Fisticuffs, when you use the attack action on your turn with an unarmed strike or a pugilist weapon, you can make one unarmed strike or grapple as a bonus action.
And you can still punch 30-foot distance.
Yes, and so I can still. So I swing on him with the stick, and then when I see that I've connected and he's lit up with now advantage, I'm gonna bonus action throw a right hook. But imagine like throwing a baseball, like a curveball. Imagine the force of the air kind of doing a curveball as I'm trying to knock him into the ground if I do connect.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Nice.
Let's go, friendship.
Which is full damage plus plus your damage die.
Okay. So on my pugilist fisticuffs, they're d6s. So I'm taking, what is it? I have a d6.
So it's a 6 plus another d6.
Okay.
You're maxing whatever your original roll would be.
Okay, so 6 plus 5.
It's 11.
Plus 3 for static bonuses.
14.
14. I hit him. I right hook him through the air 20 feet. For 14 points. 14 points of bludgeoning. Preceding or after the 6 that I attacked. So 20 points of damage, and I've ejected him because the pushback is 10 feet from the club, and then my tavern brawler is with unarmed strikes is 5 feet. So
you push him just 15 feet further away from you guys.
Yeah. This 10 feet off to the side, and I was trying to this one to be
a downward
5 foot down. 5 foot down.
Okay. So he basically lands.
Mm-hmm.
a little more aggressively than he normally lands, but his feet make contact and he just whips back and his soulless eyes look at you.
Yeah.
We've already discussed birds have soulless eyes.
I feared of the bird, but I say, hey man, this is where that came from. And then I go, hey man, hurry up, get the fuck out of here, faster.
Jaden or Sauce, one of you guys can do a handle animal to try and get these horses under control while still going fast.
Got you.
And if you're both doing it, then you get advantage. Jaden, are you helping?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna cast a spell instead.
I
It's an
was
option. I think I'll let her cover the animals, and
Yeah, I got it.
I'll
Probably.
compel duel on the oldest one.
Okay,
Yeah,
Punish
that's
him
gonna
for
be a 25.
perfect. Animals fully under control, still under speed, but it's a under controlled speed, right? And Jaden, you cast compelled duel.
yes, compel duel. Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
DC 13 charisma.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. Well, that's a 9 on the die. I doubt it's going to be high enough, but I will double check. Yeah, no, it gets a +1, but it's not high enough. A 10 is not high enough.
Disadvantage on all creatures besides me.
However, they have an intelligence of 2. They are dum-dums.
Ah!
I love it. I love it. I love it. These other 4 griffins are kind of just circling Archimedes, and you just see him ding, 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 with his
Oh, Rambo.
his happy ballista toy, just thump, 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 3 shots at a time, just. And Kels, as one gets closer, just shoot, cutting and attacking them, because she's using a glaive with a 10-foot reach. As they're coming down, she just and just slices up, stabbing and slicing upwards. So they never really need to get too close to keep the 2 together. So it's just attack from the sides above, and it's just fucking amazing to watch.
Ooh, there is one thing worth mentioning. When I hit with the club, it is the concussive force, but when I make the attack and use Rift Hitter, an unarmed strike with my main hand, that secondary damage was fire damage. The 14 was fire.
Let me check and see. It doesn't make any difference. It's not vulnerable.
Sure, not for him, but in the cart, or if anybody, I don't know if anybody would catch this in the heat of all of this, but under Vulcan's bandages, there is a spark of flame, of like just a little charcoal smell under his hand. But maybe that's something only he is.
I think only he right now would notice.
It was activating the move does trigger that.
Okay. So there you go. But that right now, that's only something Vulcan would notice. They're more worried about what's going on. Conrad, go right ahead. And what is the one thing you would do as you guys are getting away from these griffins? You're within 30 feet.
I was gonna say, I did the one thing I saved to listen for out the bag.
Mm-hmm. That was I'm counting that as your reaction.
I mean, there's not
any spells. Are you gonna use the crossbow? Anything like that?
I can use my fire ray.
Okay.
So it's an action, hurl energy bolt 120 feet. It's a dex save.
Dex save.
Yep.
Nat 20. Who are you targeting? The older one or one of the younger ones?
Whichever one's closest to me.
The difference being the younger ones have the D12 coming off of their saving throws. Because it's for a minute, right, Sauce? So, older one or younger ones?
I'll go older.
Older? Okay. So the older one gets a nat 20.
So it takes half damage.
Okay,
So
which
3, 5, 8, 4 damage.
4?
4 damage. Yep.
Gorgeous. He's still kicking, but he's just back there, turning around, looking at mostly Jaden right now, while still spitting ugly looks at Vulcan.
Which I'm gonna have for aesthetics that come out of my mouth almost like a breath weapon.
I love it. Just
since they now know that I'm a demon.
yeah. You're free to use what you need to. I love it. All right. So, with all of this happening, the old one looks at the 4 younger ones who've been getting missed by a lot of ballistas, but have gotten a good ballista in them, and just and they start running away. Looks at his 2 younger ones that are next to him and goes, they get up, they fly away, and he just starts charging after you guys. The others all ran away. This really was not worth their lives. However, he's gonna charge. He's gonna get in with, and who was on the back? Was it Vulcan, Conrad, or Telissa? Who's on the back? The most back.
Probably Telissa, since she almost fell out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wouldn't I have to be like same with you? Since
I'm towards the front. I'm towards the front of the cart.
Perfect. Okay. So it's a choice between Conrad or Telissa then. I love it. Gets a disadvantage because it is not Jaden. Jaden's just too far away. He can't hit you. First up, who wants evens, who wants odds between Conrad and Telissa?
Evens.
Evens? It's a 9, so it's odds. Conrad,
What up?
you get hit. I'm gonna tell you whether you actually get hit or not, but he's going after you.
Okay.
Ooh. I hope these are disadvantaged. These might be the rules I have to use. Well, that's 2 crit fails and a 3 on the dice. He just comes up. He tries to use a couple his front 2 talons, and his beak, and the cart gets just that next 10 feet away, and he just hits the dirt, and he is now rump in the air as he just picks himself back up.
When he attacked, can I use my Draconic Cry? It's a bonus action as a reaction to his attack, his failed attack.
I'll let you go next in the turn. So go right ahead and take a full turn.
Okay. Well, he has to be within 10 feet, so that's why I was asking.
You're still within that 10 feet. He just kind of face planted because he put his whole ass into it.
Okay. Sure. I'm going to use Thunder Wave.
Okay.
I always have to read what it says, so give me a second.
Pretty sure it's con save, but
and then because I'm casting a level 1 spell, I can also cast Gust as a bonus action. But I guess
Nice.
I can't do the Can I do the Draconic Cry still?
if you're using Gust as a bonus, no.
No. Okay. Then I'm gonna hold the Draconic Cry.
Okay.
Um,
Thunder wave, you said?
Thunderwave, yes. Con saving throw.
It's a con?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So rolling. That is a 10. That probably does not beat your save, your spell save. Most
No.
likely.
14.
Perfect. So he fails. So what is the effect of Thunder Wave?
2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
Okay, perfect. Go right ahead and do your 2d8s.
That is 9 together.
Perfect. Love it. How many times do you guys have to teach this guy a lesson? I have no idea yet. We'll find out.
Telling you, we should have aimed for the exhaust port.
Right up to woo. Alright.
And then Gust. I forget what that one is as well, because I had cast Gust as well.
Gust, I'm pretty sure, is just you make an attack check. Strength save or be pushed back, or you can push it up 10 feet, or it's a nothing. So he'll make a strength saving throw or be pushed back another 5 feet.
Yep.
That's a nat 20 on the saving throw.
Nice.
So he's not pushed backwards, but he is pushed back 10 feet, not 15.
Not the
That's
additional,
not
yeah.
Yeah.
No, not wrong. Nice.
Dang it!
I like the enthusiasm though. It's there.
Eventually, it will be the correct dice.
I just like nat 20s.
Nat 20s are still nice. It doesn't matter who rolls them. It really doesn't. Alright. Sauce. What's Sauce gonna do coming up? I was about to say Minder of the Mute.
Are the horses all chill?
They are calm, under control, but still running fast because you want to get them the fuck out of here.
Alright.
They know they're in a chase sequence.
Then I think I'm just... How many are with us still?
3 horses.
No. How many bird fuckers?
1.
1. Okay, well then.
And
fuck
he
this
is
bird.
25 feet off your back.
Okay.
Telissa's, as she finished her attack, she's gonna be like, "Are we close enough? We can get away from this bird asshole."
I think that's the first time she's actually cussed too.
It is. It really is.
He's growing up.
I'm so proud.
Fucking
I'm
growing
going
up.
to cast Wither and Bloom centralized on the beak of it in the middle of its stupid bird face.
Stupid bird face.
Okay.
So I will need a Constitution saving throw of
Okay.
14. Otherwise, gonna take
That's not a
2d6
14.
necrotic.
That's not
Go.
14. Roll your damage.
2d6. I just said it. Five, 7 necrotic
7.
damage.
Perfect. All right. It is
Awesome.
looking beat up and brutalized, but it's old. It knows its life is near its end anyway, so it has nothing to lose. It's hungry as a motherfucker and wants your horses. So it's going to keep going, but before it continues to go, it's keeping pace with the horses right this second. It's keeping that 25 distance. Next up is going to go ahead and be Vulcan. Let's go with Vulcan.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make my way to the back of the part? Like he's chasing us. This looks like the T-Rex and the shitty little Jeep. Is that kind of what's
Yes,
happening?
that's exactly what's going on.
All right.
But as your effects, he's just maintaining the distance, right? He's not closing the gap. He's just continuing to run. It's like any video game, right? You beat the boss, you push his back. He's just not off the screen yet.
Okay, well, I'm about to demoralize him, and maybe he'll take the hint. I'm gonna step up to the plate, as it were, to the batter's box, right? And when I do my rift hitter, my swing, it is, I have a reach of 30 feet. So I'm going to swing with my club of friendship. Let me go for the swing here, because that will kind of dictate the narrative. +6 on the swing. 16 to hit.
Hits.
All right. So if he's at 25 feet, I want this swing to be like an upward swing, right? So I want, because I'm gonna launch him up 10 feet. Let me do damage first. The club is a D8. Come here, baby. Let me get my tiny brawler's mug. I'm gonna roll. And that is a 5 + 4 on the back end for 9 points of bludgeoning for a 10-foot knock up into the air. And then I will use my Fisticuffs bonus action to make a unarmed strike as a bonus action. Does it have to repeat the Dex save 14 for?
Yes, it does. Every time you hit it, it resets the clock on it. So yeah.
Repeat 14 Dex.
It fails on the Dex save.
Okay. Then this time I go for my unarmed strike, and this is full DBZ. This is anime. I'm going for an upswing and then portal punch, downward strike to bring him down into the air. Which is going to be a 19 + 5 on the unarmed strike for 24.
Hits. Griffons have an AC bump.
Yeah. So that'll be an additional 6 points of damage on the unarmed strike. The unarmed strike triggers an additional 5-foot knockdown. I hit him up and I'm launching him back into the ground. Can I do the 10-point fall?
I mean, I was just gonna say how you gonna do this, because you've done more than enough damage. He's over 56, which was his hit points. He is dead.
He drops to the ground. That downward strike comes in, and it's just like suddenly. I picture, like, you ever seen like cartoons where like there's a cartoon chicken and it suddenly gets cooked very quickly, and then it's like a nicely cooked chicken. I want the part of him that's a bird to just be cooked very quickly, as there is a spark of flame that ignites from Vulcan's fist on the downward strike.
Which Telissa and Conrad will both notice this time, because it's such a powerful finisher.
Yeah. And from that move, if you were to see it, there was just the briefest moment of a flaming fist apparating at that distance before the knockdown.
Okay. That is fantastic. You have finished this Griffin. The elder Griffin is dead. The horses stayed under control the entire time, so you didn't get off track. But they slow down because they're not tired, because you just yawed them for a good couple of minutes there. Conrad, the fight is now over. Can I get you to roll me a perception check?
That is a 15.
15. Okay, so you saw the direction everything headed, and it headed, all the other 7 of them, the other 6, I'm sorry, flew off towards a mountain peak to the west, not to the one you're headed for.
Okay.
So it shouldn't be a big issue, but it might. You never know.
Mountains, they all look the same to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you guys are good to go. You guys are driving straight in, and as you get close to the kingdom of Castamar, specifically Pyrrus, you guys see a few banner flags. In thirds is three colors. You've got a light baby blue on top, like a pastel green that looks should be a little bit darker, but it's been sun faded. And then the bottom third is a gold. In the middle of that banner flag, you see a shorter mountain on the left-hand side and a larger mountain on the right-hand side, just outline shaped. And under the right-hand mountain, you see flame in the orange-red flame color, just sitting there. And it looks like it's magically still alight, even though Vulcan, you know this is a trick of the eye that's played on these flags. Mm-hmm. And Jaden, you know this as well. This is just how the flag is. It just looks like it's on fire because you are entering the city of Pyrrus. You see a pair of guards. They're in jade armor with gold trimming. And they have a light blue, on their helmet they have light blue horns coming out the top. Jaden, this is what your armor looks like, isn't it? Except for the helm, because you don't have that.
Yeah, except for the helmet.
Mm-hmm. The four of you immediately recognize that she is wearing the same armor as you guys enter the city. They don't ask questions. They just let you through because you're being escorted by someone of them, so they don't question it.
I'll do the greeting brand, tap my chest with my arm and my forearm.
And they do the same, and then tap their glaives into the ground, and the doors to the kingdom of Castamar and the city of Pyrrus open.